Hello, this is Christine of Ascension Arcana Tarot. I'm here to do your weekly reading for the week of March 24th. It's some wild energy here right now. We have the lunar eclipse this evening, and we're also getting a blizzard here and a huge weather change. So I'm thinking that there's some shifting energies going on. I was just shuffling without even asking my question yet, and the Eight of Wands popped right out. So I feel like that's indicative of some fast incoming significant energy changes. So what do my viewers need to know for this week? The first card that came out is the Nine of Swords. So you can see the ravens here and this woman kind of holding her head in her hands. This is a card of worrying. Something I love about this card, though, I don't know if you can see it really well. There's this one white raven up there. So the ravens to me are symbols of like, I guess what you'd call like a death energy, just that symbol of transformation. I love that there's the one white one there. It's like even in the darkest situations, in the darkest times, there's like still a glimmer of hope. It's really beautiful. Who's coming out next? Oh, we got nines. Okay. We have the Nine of Wands. That's a card of fighting energy, like kind of being weary after a long battle. She's a warrior. She's made it all the way to the Nine of the Wands. It's been a long time coming here. She's got this like not very significant wall up to try to protect her. But I don't know if you guys can see the look on her face. Like, probably not. She's pretty fierce. She's kind of looking down at you like, really? You're going to mess with me? I feel like this is, I'm really drawn to the expression on her face and the white bird and, the white bird in this card. It's giving me a message that maybe you guys have been like in a period of worrying about things, but it's almost like a sigh or like an exhale, and being able to let some of that go and regaining some of like your fierceness and your power, which is awesome to see. Okay. I feel like this kind of goes along with that. And look at the color shift too. So there's like these sort of watery greens and blues here in these cards. And then she's got this spark of fire here in this one, right? And then look at how warm with like the reds and the oranges and the warm browns these cards are. So we have the Four of Wands and the Emperor, which are two really powerful cards and go along with exactly what I was saying. So this period of worry being over, this transformation into kind of coming back into your power and your fierceness. And then look what gets to come in, right? Just sort of processing those feelings and letting things go and recentering in your power. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is like this totally joyful card of celebration. These ladies are like having the time of their lives, dancing in front of this tent over here. And then the Emperor just chilling in his power, right? Like this guy is confident, he's calm, he's in control, he knows what he wants. I'm drawn to the chess piece, so there's a strategy here of like knowing what you want and going after it in kind of like a methodical way, right? So once you're able to release whatever this is that you're worrying about, I feel like this is what you're making space for, is like some joy and also really being able to pursue your dreams. The Emperor is our only major arcana card so far. He's definitely the most powerful energy on the table. And if you look at his body language, he's even kind of turning this way, right? Away from all of this stuff. And even from these guys. These guys are maybe a little chaotic for him. He's like in more of a chill vibe. So that's pretty cool. He's back in his power. Oh, how neat is that? I also just noticed there's like a thread of light in both of the cards that I'm really drawn to. So on the Emperor, you can see this thread of light coming right here. And then with these women, there's like a thread of light here in their arms as they're dancing. Yeah, these cards are like really tied very closely together. That's funny. I wonder if there's like a part of you, I feel like an ignoring energy from him, that these guys are kind of like bugging him because they're having this loud, crazy party and he's like kind of not into it because he just wants to be peaceful. I'm wondering if there's a part of you that's shutting out your joy, shutting out receiving your joy, being open to your joy, kind of letting your hair down and like, I don't know, letting your spirit like party a little bit. That might be worth looking into because he feels calm to me, but he also feels closed off to that. And I feel like letting a little bit of this in would be helpful for you, especially with this cool band of light sort of tying these two cards together. See if there's anything else in the Light Seers deck for you guys. What messages do my viewers need? Oh, beautiful. You got the High Priestess. I love that card. That's interesting. I'm noticing like this, it's not light this time. The other one was almost like starlight. This is kind of like a mist around her. What I'm really drawn to on her is this column of like pink purple light kind of connecting her to her higher power, her higher self. That's really cool. And again, with like the color shift, right? So she's kind of got some of that ocean blue-green, but this pink is what's really sticking out to me. So that would be like a heart chakra color. The twinges of purples, like the crown chakra, right? So really connecting to your intuition through opening your crown chakra and your heart chakra. It's interesting because her vibe is so different from the Emperor, right? He's like that calm, cool, collected, in control guy. And she is also calm and collected, but she's so open. She's like completely surrendered to her divinity and to the divine in the universe. She really has moved past that control aspect of the Emperor. That's cool. So I wonder with him, because I'm feeling that sort of blocked energy, that he's blocking out this sort of joyful, letting your hair down. I wonder if you kind of let some of that fun in, if it helps you to somehow connect better with your higher self. Because I think if you're stuck in like that control energy, it's really difficult to try to connect with the divine. You really have to be surrendered in order to do that. I feel like that's similar to the message that I gave you guys last time, which was like, just surrender. I promise everything will be fine. Just surrender. So now I want to ask for, so this is like the vibe, right? I've already given you guys some advice, which is to work through the worries, to kind of get back into that place where you're in your power, let the joy in, and then surrender, right? What other advice do you want to give my viewers? I had the Six of Wands pop out. What other advice do you have for my viewers? What else? That's interesting. The Five of Swords. This is like the vibe that I was getting from the Emperor, because the Four of Wands ladies are having such a loud party and he wants to shut them out. So look at this guy. He looks like a guy that's at a party that he doesn't want to be at. And now he has a headache because everyone's being crazy and loud. That's very funny. I feel like maybe there's one more. What advice do you have for my viewers? There it is. Oh, that's beautiful. I love this card. I was just talking about hammocks the other day. That's like the sweetest thing. Okay. So the Six of Wands is a card of like public acclaim, public victory, right? Like being publicly celebrated for great things that you've done. The Five of Swords is not a happy camper. I mean, really all that's standing out to me is he's the guy with the headache because the party's too loud. But I feel like this is what you need to let in, is like this joy. It's just going back to this card to me, and even the colors, the lights here being kind of a similar color, And then the circle of the wreath and the circle of the tambourine. We've got the wands, the torches lit. It's all brown-haired ladies, right? I mean, the cards are like super related to me. I feel like it's just another way of saying the same thing, basically. Which is like, this guy is what the emperor looks like on the inside. So don't let that be you. The ravens, again, for me, always represent that death and transformation. This little raven, I love the cawing ravens in this deck. He's like, hey, dude, you gotta let it in. And he's fighting it. And he's like, no, I have a headache. Like, just let the joy in and it's fine. And then this is what's waiting for you. Look how sweet. I love this card. The little kid's playing and, oh, sorry, my black cat is back here messing with my curtains. The little kid's playing and the parents are just like sitting there loving on each other. I love the rainbow too. I feel like in terms of the colors that I've been drawn to in this reading, it's like the evolution, the completion of that, right? Because it's all of the colors. Come here. My cat is totally messing with my curtains. I'm surprised we don't have a card with a black cat on it. Anyways, yeah. So that's really beautiful. It's the evolution of all of the colors kind of coming together. And once you can let the joy in, that's where you will be. I wanted to pull some Moonology cards in honor of the eclipse this evening. Let's scoot these guys over here. And let's put those over there. Okay. What do my viewers need to know? What do my viewers need to know, universe? Let's see if I can pop out. I guess the eclipse tonight is like an annular eclipse, so it's not like a typical dramatic eclipse, but I'm so excited to see the one on the 8th, the solar eclipse. That's going to be awesome. There we go. I was going to say maybe it doesn't want to talk to me, but I just got a couple. We have Believe in the Impossible, Blue Moon, and Show the World the Real You, Full Moon in Aquarius. Let's see. I feel like this card, Believe in the Impossible, is definitely speaking back to this Nine of Swords, because when we're in this energy, right, of like despair and hopelessness and just being completely overwhelmed by anxiety, like, even though this little white bird is here, so in spiritual truth, there's a way out of this and things will get better. But this woman is very consumed in her feelings and she's not able to see that right now, right? She could use a little bit of faith, I think. So believing in the impossible, right? Believing that even when a situation looks so bleak and horrible, that there's a way out. Because she doesn't see this sweet little white bird, right? Then the next one, Show the World the Real You. Oh my goodness, that's so this, right? Look at this woman just like kind of throwing her hands up and opening her heart to the whole audience and just letting them really see her and appreciate her. I love that. It makes me think maybe there's places inside of you that could use your own appreciation. Showing yourself the real you, right? And really, honestly, just appreciating yourself exactly the way that you are. You don't have to be perfect in order to be appreciated. I have pulled out a whole bunch of different decks today. This one is called Spirit of the Animals Oracle. Let's see, what animal oracle card do my viewers need today? Oh, that was a fumble. It's funny, the way that I have my camera set up, I like can't really shuffle over the table. Maybe if I do it to the side here. Okay, there's a couple. We got unicorn and moose. So unicorn says infinite possibilities. You are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond ordinary and become the legendary. I love that. I feel like that's the antithesis of the ravens, right? They're sort of the shadows and the darkness and the difficult pieces of you that are sort of passing away, right? And then this is the joy and the light of what gets to come in as you're transforming. And I love the butterflies on there too. That's really cool. And moose, wisdom. Oh, I just like felt the most grounded, earthy energy from this card. That's really beautiful. Let your head and mind reach to the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom in your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. That's really cool. That reminds me of the vibe that I was getting from the High Priestess card. And even look at like his antlers are sort of his antennas up to the divine. You can probably hear my cat meowing, sorry. She's joining us for the reading. But yeah, this is all about that inner wisdom, right? So it's interesting, this message in combination, because on the High Priestess, I'm really drawn to her opening up like her crown chakra and her heart chakra and really connecting with the divine that way. But the moose is encouraging you that it's also important when you're connecting with the divine to be grounded, right? Keep your feet on the ground. I love that. I also feel like keeping your feet on the ground helps you stay out of this energy, right? Because the swords are all mental energy, all up in your head, and that's what happens when you start overthinking. You get anxious and have a million ravens flying around your head. All right, one last card from Island Time Wellness. They're the love oracles. Oh, that was a fumble. Actually, I'll take them. That's funny. I was just doing some writing and I used the lightning emoji, and then I saw this and I was like, nope, that's for us. So lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. Awesome. That's like the equivalent of the Tower card in the traditional tarot. Self-indulgence, focus on self, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. And we got love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, and attraction. I feel like all three of those completely relate to all the messages that I was just giving you guys, right? So this upheaval and transformation, we didn't have any cards that I felt like were about anything sudden. So this is the first that I've gotten, but there's a lot of cards of transformation. And I feel like that's super related to this one as well. That transformation energy from the unicorn, just releasing those ravens, right? And letting in the joy, connecting with the divine, and then allowing that to transform you. Self-indulgence, shadow work is definitely the ravens again. I'm so attracted to them in these cards. It's funny that I keep mentioning them because I don't always do that. But this one feels like her again to me, just like standing in her glory and being appreciated for how awesome she is and letting herself shine. That's definitely the message of that. And then what card says love better than the 10 of Cups? So sweet. I definitely think that just goes with that. Yeah. So that feels complete to me. Your advice is really to let in the transformation, release the worries and the anxiety, release your need to control and surrender, just like last reading, and kind of just allow yourself to go through that process and really loving yourself through it, and just keeping that hope in mind, right? The hope that this is what you're moving towards, is this peace and expansion and this like beautiful spectrum of love. So Hope that resonates, guys. I will see you next time. Bye.